Hi everyone, and just welcome along once more to our session here on spiritualonline.org. And for those who don't know me, my name is Roger Richards, and we've got some wonderful people in our session with us today. So we are recording this. We have a little bit of insight that may be some important messages for all of you out there to absorb. So we're going to make a start now. So we are going into like a meditative mode to open up our soul faculties to this higher echelons of the spirit world, and to bring through any wisdom, any messages, and perhaps even some visualized energy work and meditations to help you with where you are in your life right here, right now. And as we go in, we need to prepare and protect the space in which we work, because we do work directly with the spiritual world, and we don't want just anything coming through into our psyche. And I encourage you to just join in with us, use your mind to prepare the space and to protect your being as we do with you. Okay. So just also want to acknowledge here Roni B, who runs Home of the Awakening Soul. Hi Roni, lovely to have you with us.
Hi everyone.
And Roni's been somewhat an inspiration for bringing this particular session together. So Roni, would you just like to, just for a moment, just share an insight that you received during the week as to why we put this particular episode up?
I just have had such a profound week. I feel like a lot of things have been channeled to me, and I feel that our earth just needs a little bit more love. And I feel that this was something that very much was needed. So I wanted to bring our group, which I think Roger is magnificent at bringing just a wonderful meditation to everyone. So I thought it would just be really special for everyone to listen to. Thank you,
Okay,
Roger.
thank you, Roni. So we'll go straight in now, and we'll just invite everyone to close their eyes, and we focus on our breath initially. So as we breathe in, I'd like you to imagine that you're actually breathing in light, and you're actually breathing light into the center of your head. And as you breathe in, you'll take a long breath in and actually hold your breath for roughly 5 to 6 seconds, whatever is comfortable, but be conscious with it. And then on the out breath, I'd just like you to start releasing any emotional imbalance that you may have. And that may be an imbalance that's very, very happy, or maybe something that's sad or disappointed, frustrated, whatever. But we want to neutralize our emotions on the out breath. So on the in breath, we're breathing in light, holding our breath for 5 or 6 seconds, and then expelling what's in our astral field, pretty much from our earth world. So we're breathing in the light of spiritual substance into the center of our head and holding our breath, and then trying to expel any emotional substances that are within our being, neutralizing ourselves for the purpose of being more able to connect with the spiritual world, with all of our senses, including our emotional senses. And as we're breathing in light, you're also aware that within light there is spiritual wisdom and spiritual connection. And as you hold your breath, it is like it is activating your pineal gland, which is a significant receiving sending station, and allowing that light to shine right through your being. And again, on the out breath, we're expelling anything, any vibration from the earth plane, from the lower fields. We'll do one more breath in of light and wisdom. Holding your breath. And now we're just starting to physically relax ourselves on the out breath as well. So we just go into a normal breathing pattern now. And as you are going through your out breath, just be mindful to relax all the muscles, particularly around your face, your jaw and cheeks. Let all the tension just fall away. Let the muscles around your shoulders and neck be at ease. You may feel your arms heavy upon your lap, hopefully preferably sitting upright with a fairly straight back. good to be grounded partly on the floor, preferably with your feet. And as you continue to relax your physical body, we'll begin to open up spiritually. And to protect the space, you can use similar words in your mind. Great Divine Spirit, we ask that you shine your light, your love, your wisdom, and your protection and presence upon our group at this time. And though we are geographically spread across the earth, may we be united on the soul and spiritual planes. Each of us come here for our spiritual and soul development, that we may be more cognizant of our purpose here on earth, that we may live more deeper, more purposeful lives, that we may have more enlightenment and understanding in all adversity and all events that come our way. Some of us come here for wisdom, some for spiritual direction, some for social connection, some just to share, but whatever it is, may each of us receive something to help us on our soul journey at this time. It may be healing as well. And just be aware now of the surface of your physical body, just sort of the surface of your skin and just beyond your skin, like the fine film of light that is around your physical body. And using your mental faculties, now say to yourself that my auric field, it is being purified. It is my own sacred temple. It is my holy temple, where only high vibration and divine consciousness may prevail. Any other vibration must leave immediately. And this pure, divine, sacred energy that is around you, as you breathe in, imagine that it is expanding. It's being pushed right out through your auric field. So your whole auric field is being purified. It is releasing and repelling any vibrations that you have received from the earth quantum field, which does not serve your higher good. You may even imagine it's like ashes and dust just falling away from your energy field back into the earth quantum field. And your whole soul, your whole spirit, your whole auric field and being shining more brightly. And now the divine energy that is around you, you're expanding it right to every corner and crevice of your room. So your whole room is being transformed into the equivalent of a sacred temple, a divine space where only divine inspiration, divine being, and protection may prevail. We give acknowledgement to the presence of the angels and archangels, our spiritual guides, and other divine spiritual beings who may wish to share with us at this time. And we also give acknowledgement to the other celestial beings and guides who work behind the scenes to link us energetically, and also to bring through healing and other vibrations individually and also collectively. Now, to activate our connection a little more deeply with the spiritual world, and this is something we can do almost every day, is that we will go through our chakras. So above your head is your crown chakra, and consider it like the Holy Grail sitting above your head, and it is receiving divine impulses from far-reaching places of the cosmos, both physically and higher dimensionally. And everything that you need to know, need to sense, is being poured into this Holy Grail and streams ever so gently down through the top of your crown chakra, down through your mind, down through your torso, your arms and legs, fingers and toes, right down through your feet, deep, deep, deep down into Mother Earth. And it is like a gentle river flowing of higher consciousness that through your own personal will and endeavour may drink from and learn from as you wish. And this stream flows through us, it flows deep down, flowing right around the core, the heart of Mother Earth. And it's streaming back up through the arches of our feet, and then reconnecting back up to the high spiritual world. So the universe is connected with us, and we are connected with it. And through this eternal, perpetual flow, the intelligent, responsive, and abundant universe speaks with us, and we speak as an integral part within the quantum field to it. It's a beautiful, silvery, shimmering, amethyst type flow of light. Now before your third eye is another portal. And this is a portal that is giving a few people a few challenges. And as we breathe in symbolically through our third eye, beautiful deep blue frequency, we ask that we may have right thinking, and that we may see things in their wholeness, in their truthfulness, beyond any appearance or facade that is presented to us. That we may think with clarity and surety. And these perceptions are blending gently with what we receive from the crown. And then we move down now to our throat chakra. And it is like a portal of turquoise vibration or frequency. And as we breathe in, just be aware of the space around your larynx. And as we're breathing in, we are breathing in essentially the divine word. We're also breathing in the ability to speak our truth and to speak it in a way that is mindful of the needs of others. Speak it in such a way that our words will activate, will connect and resound and resonate as they need to be for the higher good of everyone that we communicate with. And also, whilst I'm on this chakra, just be aware of the back space behind your neck. And just be aware of the space behind your back of your neck, and we just take a breath in. And there may be a counterflow behind your neck. And from behind your neck, I'd like you to breathe in white light. It's almost a cleansing, clarifying backflow to clear any residue. And one final breath in through the front. And again, this beautiful turquoise frequency blending gently with the third eye and the crown. And now we shall move down to the heart chakra. And for anyone who's been on this platform before knows that we are surrounded by divine, loving, spiritual beings, including our own spiritual family and ancestors, but also other benevolent, loving and caring beings of a high order. And we can feel and sense their love around us. Imagine it if you need to, but some of you will just sense it, will see it and sense the colour. And like a beautiful warm blanket of love, just pull it around you. Even the giving love of the Divine Mother Mary, you can wrap yourself in her cloak of goodness. And now feel or sense or imagine a stream of that love entering through your heart chakra and entering into the chambers of your physical heart, and now being shared through your physical body, through the circulatory system, carrying love to every part of your body, replacing the other influences from the quantum field of Earth that have been circulating through you. So we have divine, cosmic love entering into the chamber of our physical heart, circulating back through our body, harmonizing, replenishing, replacing. And all the old energy, we can imagine it is spiraling back out through the backspace even, back where it belongs in the earth field. Now deep in the chamber of your own physical heart, your own divine spark within you of love, like a little soft pinpoint of light to begin with, but it is now glowing and growing and shining through the recesses of your own physical heart, like the blooming, blossoming flower of light. Now that soft pastel light emanating more into your auric field and more right out now through your sacred space. And I've just got an image of a beautiful angel right before me, watching with its magnificent wings, with its arms open, heralding a new time for us, personally, for some of you professionally, and also collectively, as a number of these beings are uniting across the group and across the world. And they're bringing to us right now a vibration of inner peace. There has been much turmoil and much shifting change, but for now, over the coming weeks in particular, they wish to usher in a period of inner peace for us, despite what may be occurring in our outer world. So these forces may work within us during this session and then carry over with its effect over the coming few weeks. So some of you may realize or sense a different form of resilience in the face of adversity or other changes. So for now, the power of peace working through us. And they will be speaking about this a little bit more soon. They're going to channel through some more information shortly. For now, we go to our solar plexus. For some of you, people have cast impressions upon you of who they think you are. And now we're going to push those impressions back out. And they belong with us. So they get pushed out through our solar plexus, through this beautiful bright yellow doorway or portal. We're going to push all these impressions back out into the earth world that we don't need to hang on to. And then instead, we're going to replace it with what should be there, our own higher self. We've purified the space in which we sit. We have shifted the vibration of our holy temple that we sit in. And now our higher self can be more present on the earth plane. So you may even imagine that standing before you now, or building up before you in the shimmering light just beyond the portal of this chakra, is a light form of your higher self. And this light form of your higher self, embellished and imbued with what is cosmic love, which is Christ consciousness, the spirit of Christmas, is now standing before you. The spirit of love, the spirit of giving, the spirit of peace and love is now standing before you, before this festive season. And you may invite your higher self to stream through this portal and into the core of your being. And you may feel your own sense of inner self, your own authenticity, your own true being rising more within you, empowering you, imbuing you with your own higher forces of good, your own higher forces of being and purpose in this world. And as you're breathing in this aspect of your higher self, you are continuing to activate the blueprint of your life here on Earth, and also reaching in and drawing in the sinews of connection to past lives, to past wisdom, to past learnings that are part of your higher soul that will help you in this life. We move down to our sacral chakra now, and here we can connect more on a conscious emotional level other than love with all people around us, understanding their biography emotionally, developing powers of empathy and compassion, of understanding, of tolerance and patience, and allowing our own creativity to flow with it. So it's a beautiful orange portal, and you can imagine these forces streaming in through it in a very purified and balanced way, in a manner and in a quantity and quality that serves only your higher self. And we are now asking and infusing ourselves with the ability to connect emotionally with people around us. And on this frequency, we're also understanding and activating our own comprehension of our own subconscious feelings and thoughts, our own traumas and patterning that has occurred within us. As I say, know thyself, and know thyself emotionally. Now we move down to our base chakra, beautiful, bright red vibration of vitality. And you can imagine that you're drawing in the vital life force itself, allowing it to be drawn up through your spinal column. And like the rising sap of a tree, drawing in its life force from the earth, and then extends all out through your limbs and branches and leaves and twigs and flowers and blossoms and fruits and berries. And so it is with your own being, once more becoming activated with the life forces. And if you've got any physical ailments, imagine the life forces moving strongly and vibrantly through that part of your physical body. Now we have activated the main forces of our chakra body, our chakra system. Now we are appealing to our spiritual guides who can then intervene to help harmonize, to restore, to balance, to activate and strengthen. We'll just sit in relative stillness for a few moments for that to occur. And you can be mindful of any vibration around you, any pictures, any colors, and also any benevolent spiritual beings, including loved ones who may now be drawing closer to you. And I have someone who wishes to speak with us from the spiritual world. They've identifying themselves as an ambassador, as a spiritual ambassador of sorts from the Andromedan people. And the Andromedan people is a very wide collective of high celestial beings from that part of the physical galaxy, but who commune with many other like-minded, like-frequenced beings from many other worlds and other galaxies. And they are well aware of the forces at work upon Earth and the forces working within us as human beings. They're also very aware of the higher aspect, the higher spiritual aspect of humans, which is yet to be incarnated within the spiritual world, or within the physical world from the spiritual world. they can see the portals of interconnection between the spiritual and the earthly worlds. It is not a connection that they particularly enjoy, for the earth world is of a lower, heavier, and perhaps unpleasant frequency for them. But they are masters and adept at building such energetic structures with us to help us to reconnect with Source, to protect and make us more energetically resilient against the counter forces that are at place within the field of Earth. And what is happening here, part of the change that you were experiencing with your friends in particular, or people around you, is the polarization of these energies that we have just alluded to. So there are frequencies at work around the earth which are deliberately or intentionally put there to block the awakening of humankind. And the people who wished, or the beings who wish to block this connection, are working as such to do so. And the forces, as they are now working upon the earth, are causing this division between those who are awakening and those who are being pushed the other way. And the experiences that you are having may not be necessarily on a verbal or an external or an explicitly spoken way, but it is exactly when two opposite poles of magnetic fields come together and there is a repulsion as such, or an exchange of such, where you are sensing and potentially taking on some of that energy as a balancing effect, but through your own inner work, your own sense of protection, and through the support of your guides, because of your intention, those forces are being repelled back to whence they derived. And conversely, there are frequencies working through you which other people find difficult to accept, difficult to receive, because the awakening as such, or the substance of the vibration of which you carry within yourself as a light worker, is perhaps abhorrent to the forces that are working within the people who are around you. Now, a word of caution here. This is an objective evaluation of what is occurring within your planet. And as light workers, part of your intent and part of your purpose is to be able to bridge such a divide with love, with empathy, with compassion. And whilst the changes that are occurring interpersonally may be difficult for you, it is important for you as a light worker to not take on the fallout of such division or polarization, but to hold within your heart, to hold within your mind, and to hold within your energy system the sense that these are your spiritual brothers and sisters and friends, loved ones, for you're all part of a human collective. It is so important for you to be like the lifeboat on the rough sea, and to have the lines thrown out when ready, to have the light beacons shining in the darkness in the depths of the storms that are raging upon the earth, and be there with doors open, with the candles and the lights burning, with your arms open and with your hearts and minds open. And for you to carry this essence is the true substance of the Christ, cosmic Christ, upon the earth, which needs to come upon the earth right now. This substance of the cosmic love came to earth, was channeled through a being, Jesus, 2,000 years ago, and now it is incumbent upon the thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of light workers upon the earth to now manifest and bring this consciousness into your being, into your auric field, for the benefit of humanity. Humanity is hungry, it is deficient in love, it is deficient in empathy, of understanding. It is something that you can carry not explicitly, not necessarily unconsciously, but just within your presence, with this essence that has been described to you. And for you to build your light body as such, your auric field as such, you can continue to build it, to expand it, to make it more potent, to have a more everlasting, to have a more prolonged and more potent effect upon the darker forces that are at work upon the earth plane. This is something that must be done without judgment. It must be done with something without any animosity, and most importantly, it is something that must be done with humility and with any sense of egotism put aside. And it must be expressed to you that for you to have this knowledge is not an aspect of superiority, it is an aspect of responsibility. For there are times in ages gone past where these roles have been reversed. And if your responsibilities and spiritual purpose are not honored in the correct way, then karmically a similar mirroring or reversal could take place within your own future karmic journeys. So for the way that you carry yourself, the way that you conduct yourself spiritually is of utmost importance for your own karmic and soul progression, whether it be on the earth plane or whether it be on the planes of fifth dimensional consciousness, through which the higher orders of Andromedans, Arcturians, Pleiadians, and other light workers from other light celestial bodies around your physical universe meet and form great allegiances and great bands and worlds of high frequency and higher ways of being, which are available here for you now. And will leave you with this thought that the collective is potent, it is with you, it is available to you, and through your own exercising and working of your free will and your spiritual will, you may activate these cosmic forces of unconditional love within your own being, not only for the benefit of yourself and your own vibration, your own state of being and welfare, but for everyone upon not only the face of the earth, but in the incarnated and excarnated realms of humanity. And what you send out goes to all far-reaching places of the human being on earth or in the spiritual world. Our blessings and our wishes, our love and support to all of you, my friends. Many blessings. And I just had this picture. It was like the shape of a teardrop, but it was like a field or a force of energy coming down above my head, and it may be applying to each of you as well, like a teardrop forming around. It was almost like a soft, gentle flame, and On one level, it's the flame of purification, just purifying what comes toward you. We need to be, okay, what I've got here is that we need to be very connected and responsive to what's happening in the world, is that we need to be open to it. We can't be closed off from it. As difficult as the world may seem to us, we still are part of it, and we still have a very significant role to play, and we still have to look after ourselves physically. But this energy that is being cast around us like this soft flame, whenever something comes toward you from the earth field, from people in particular, also from electronic devices through what's being transmitted through them, they can otherwise penetrate your field in a very raw state. So I'd like you to imagine that there is like this teardrop of fire that is being cast around you. And for anything to be received into your senses, it must pass through this fire. And the fire will allow through everything that is in a fairly pure, refined state for you to receive. However, if you can picture this, it will then push out and repel the extra part of the impulse or the field of what's coming towards you and repel it. So what does not serve you won't come in. So often something is transmitted to you which is superfluous but does have kernels of truth and of what you need to hear or receive. And what this flame is doing, it is being discerning in burning away that which is unnecessary and allowing in what is important for you to take aboard. And this picture is given to us, but it is up to us mentally and through our own free will to activate it. And so we may activate this field of refining fire around us. It is a protective field. We may reach out through it easily and fluidly and without noticing it, but it will refine things as it comes into our being, consciously or otherwise. Okay, another thing that had been brought toward us was the representation of it was a bunch of flowers, but the symbolism of this is the power of the natural world that is around us, particularly the world of flowers, because flowers in themselves contain an ethereal vibration, which is very helpful for us at this time. It is akin to the counter influence or the balancing influence of the teardrop of fire that was shown to us. And for you to have this field of fire around you, the best complementary thing for that is to be in the presence of flowers. And there can be flowering trees, it could be flowering pot plant, but something that has a reasonable physical body, a substance to it, will be powerful and effective with you to harmonize the field of fire. Okay, no more elaboration is required. It's really just for you to do that, and as you go out and actually do it, you will understand more deeply what has just been told to you. Also now imagine that in the spiritual world there is a practitioner with you who is working on the equivalent of pressure points particularly around your head and neck and shoulder area. And I would like you to turn your focus to these parts of your body and just be aware of any impressions, pardon the pun, that you are receiving. And if you're sensitive to them, just allow them to fully work into your being. Various glands and perhaps lymphatic points or other energy points that they feel that if they are energetically manipulated at this point will serve you well. And I believe this is assisting with the fire body and with the field of flowers. In the cup of your hands is also being placed a pool of vibration, which is of a cleansing and refreshing nature. And it is like this purified, rarefied form of spiritual water is being placed into your hand, and you can now visualize yourself washing your face with it and washing around your head with it. And you can even imagine that if you wish for this water to be poured over your head, and it is the power of the watery substance, which in one level is insulating you from the fire, but it is also a very good substance for the ethereal flowers. It is the common ground for them, so to speak. So just having this watery substance poured into our hands, and if need be over our heads. Okay. And I just have another figure standing before me. It's almost like a rainbow field of energy with this divine being. It's almost like a shining, very bright shining core of this being, and the movement of their arms, it's hard with the light to tell if it's a winged being or just the emanation from this very bright core of this being, but it's a multitude of light frequencies with them standing before us. There is again a symbolism of the cosmic Christ with a sign of like a cross that is within this light. But whatever it is being impressed upon us. And now it is time to just bring this to a close. So at first, just a moment of gratitude for all that has been projected and transmitted to us. Not everything that has been transmitted to us has been given to us in words, but for all the other things as well, we appreciate what has been transmitted to us. And for those who have held the space in the background to enable these transmissions to occur. Great Divine Spirit, we give thanks for the protection afforded to us, for your wisdom, for your presence and your light. And just place your hands over your sacral chakra, solar plexus area, because we do need to resolve these back to their size and speed, not to allow too many earth forces to come straight in. So we take in a big long breath. Hold our breath Imagine our solar plexus and sacral chakra resuming back to the normal size and speed, a bit slower, a bit smaller. And on the out breath, we are separating from any frequencies, any energy sources, any psychic forces that no longer serve our higher good. And now the divine frequency that is around us, we just pull it back a little bit more tightly around us and seal it all in with a veil of protective light. Okay, so as we bring that to a close, I just thank everyone for their time and for your own efforts in connecting spiritually, and also for the goodness and the frequency that you can now share with the world through what you have just activated within yourselves as well. Okay, thank you.